Hi everyone, this is Paul Lange from Disciplined Trading Strategies with this week's Trade of the Week video. This is for the week ending August 28th of 2022. The stock was CANO, never heard of it. August 22nd, that was on a Monday, first trade of the week actually, strategy based on a 60-minute DTS buy setup entry on a 1-minute secondary sign of strength. Management advance and reward to risk 2.5 to 1. Actually, the management was simple on this one. Before we do that, what's good for free members this week? Well, there's nothing this week. We have a week off for DTS free stuff, but be sure to check out that free stuff page. Tons of information there, more useful information about trading and investing than you will find anywhere on the internet. Daily chart for CANO. Daily chart was kind of a part of this. It was one of those things I wouldn't pick the daily chart for a longer term trade. Even though some members did hold this for a couple, 3 days, I did not. I just used it as a day trade. But the daily chart here kind of approved this, if you will. That's what it looked like after the day of the trade. Boom, boom. So obviously it had a really big move. I didn't quite get all of that, but I got a good chunk of it as a day trade. If you look at your charts, this continued to go up for a couple more days after that as well. You have to understand that daily chart is not a negative in this case. It's actually kind of bullish where it is. Again, I wouldn't trade that daily chart per se and look to hold that for several days, but daily chart okay to day trade here. Here's a 60-minute chart, which was really the focus of this trade. It was the time frame from which I found the strategy when I was scanning. This 60-minute chart is what caught my eye. We're going to open just a little bit gapping up, a small gap up, and then boom, a big first hour of trading on that 60-minute chart. A little more detail here on the 5-minute chart. Actually, you can't see a whole lot of detail here on the 5 because this trade actually happened fairly quick. The whole thing was over in a half hour, and again, that's not my goal typically day trading, but you have to take what things give you, and this happened to make a huge move. You can see in the first 30 minutes, it did go a little bit higher, but I ended up being out of this. So we open here, you don't see any kind of entry concept on the 5, you don't see any first target concept on the 5, you do see the second target there on the 5, and then the third target was trailed in that topping till there. We did go make one more high after that, but not a big deal. Here's where you end up seeing all the detail. It's not that I really trade strategically on a 1-minute chart, but entries and targets and management often come down to that, especially when you're entering something first thing in the morning and it's moving fairly quick. So we open right here, and there you can see that entry right there over 501. Stop was under 490. We moved up very quickly and took that quick third, which actually was not a cheap target. It was a pretty good target just as it was. And then after the first target, it shot higher again, and I took another third there because this is already over a 2 days goal at this point, so I was thrilled. Pull back, have to look through that pullback through here, raise the stop somewhere up in here, raise the stop to here, test the prior high, and then boom. Thought that would be the high of the day for sure. I was thrilled to get there. That was a really nice third target. Took it there on a trail. We did make one more little bounce here, but that was the high for the rest of the day. So a nice little trade. It happened to be first thing. It was not the biggest trade last week. I think it was though closer, second or third biggest trade, but it was an interesting one I really liked. One of those nice setups where you just kind of can't wait for the market to open to see what's going to happen. For those of you who like trades like this, well planned, thought out things you can follow along with, come join us in the DTS Trading Room. If you go over to DTS, which is disciplinedtradingstrategies.com, you will see a trading room and letters page, and you can figure out how to join us. If you have any questions, always feel free to email me. And in the meantime, this is Paul for DTS. Good trading, everybody.